Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Brad over here at Chattanooga Fish-n-Fun. Here at Fish-n-Fun, we sell Ranger boats and Lance campers. We have a spectacular day to do a video here. We are going to take advantage of that, and we're going to look at today's star of the show, the 2024 Lance 975 dry bath model that I received on trade. I actually got this one on trade on a big old gal like this one next to me, the 1172. But anyways, the 975 requires a 1-ton long bed, preferably a dually, considering the amount of weight that we're getting into. This one runs around that 4,200 pound dry category, so prefer to put it in a dually. But some of these new Fords I've seen single rear wheels have like 4,600 4,800 pound payloads, so you know, they're getting up there in weight. Now that's, you know, like a gas motor and all that. I'm not going to get too far in the truck stuff. I don't sell trucks, but you get the idea on what type of truck that you're going to need for this 975 right here. So this one, NADA's at 51.4 to 61.9. It's sold brand new for 68 and change. I know because I sold it here. But I'm going to be towards the low end on this one. I don't need to be, but I'm going to be. We're going to sell this one at 52.9. So anybody sitting here on YouTube watching this video, you can get this camper at 52.9. All right, we're going to go through the inside here and check her out. Okay, so as we're entering the camper, I want to point out a couple of things that are really neat right here off the rip. We've got this nice basement pull-out drawer. Look at that. Bunch of storage. We got let's see, the remote, the bag, and everything in there. I actually owned a 975 back in 2021 and 2022, and I used that drawer right there for my fishing poles and fishing tackle and stuff like that. We got a nice garbage can. That way when you're over here chilling with the guys and gals, you need to throw your empties away so we don't litter, because, you know, we're not horrible human beings. You take it over here, throw it right in the garbage can. You can fit a whole case of crushed in there. Okay, let's walk in this big old camper. All right, over here to the left, we've got the Dinette. These Dinettes also make into beds. So when I was camping in mine, you know, I had the queen size mattress up there, but my brother liked to go with me. Well, I ain't going to share a bed with him. He likes to get a little handsy, you know, he's a little weird like that. So I put him down here on this bed, and he said that he slept like a baby. I'll actually make this into a bed for you so you can see. Alright, so I'm going to hop on this bed right now. We'll see how much room we got to work with. I'm 6'1", about 7 foot with the fat bottom shoes on, but yeah, 6'1". I got plenty of space to make this work. I don't really sleep on my back like that. I'm kind of like a side sleeper, but you know, I can make it work. Kind of feels a little naughty, to be honest with you, you watching me lay down. Another thing that I really like about the Dinette is the windows. All of these dual pane acrylic windows, those are covered up with the nightshades, but anyways, all these dual pane acrylic windows kick out really far, making them actually usable, letting a lot more flow through here, natural light, natural air, all that good stuff. We got our bug screen here. Well, actually it's called the day shade, but it keeps our bug friends out. Then we got our nightshade. And yeah, you just go over here and push that back up. There we go. But yeah, actually usable. Look how far these guys kick out. The old glass style, literally about 2 to 3 inches is all you got out of that. Pathetic. But these are great. All right, got a couple little pull-out drawers here underneath the bench. There's our camera. Batteries are actually on the other side, accessible from the outside on that bench. So, okay, let me move this paper. All right, so we are in the kitchen area now. We've got our microwave. We got our 3-burner stovetop here. We've got our oven, big enough for one of them nice, tasty DiGiorno pepperoni pizzas. I'm a little hungry right now, if you can't tell. Over here we have a little bit of countertop space. You know, it's no, you know, a humongous amount of space, but we do have enough space to chop our vegetables or, you know, get everything prepped and going. Got enough space over here for a crock pot, Instapot, Keurig, whatever you want to throw over there. Little AC outlet on the ceiling here. We got the removable sink covers. This is a single bowl sink, as you can see there. And then of course, if you needed more space to get everything prepped, boom, you have your table right over here. If you're like me though, I ain't cooking inside the camper. I'm not good enough for that, so I'd have it smelling and reeking of smoke or something. I also don't like to sleep with the kitchen scent, so I don't use the kitchen inside of a camper. I'm a Blackstone guy outside. Or if they got a fire pit, I'll put a nice steak over a fire pit. All right, there's a little bit of storage. This is actually where I kept all my cleaning stuff in my camper. Like, you know, your Lysol, all-purpose sprays and cleaners and glass cleaner and stuff. I've had people tell me that this makes for a good liquor storage, and then so does this. So, yep. These drawers pull out sideways. The reason being is your shower is right on the other side of that. And notice how I can punch the wall and my fist not go through it like some other campers. Boom. So they used to have a slide out pantry here. A lot of people cried about the you know, the slide out pantry not being an option anymore. In mine, I never you know, missed it. I just got on Amazon, got me these container things that slide back in there. You measure this and then you just get on Amazon and, you know, size it up to what you need. And then your little slide in baskets, you can still put your, you know, spices and canned goods and stuff like that in there. It's no big deal. All right, over here we got our 28-inch TV. This is a DC powered TV, 12 volt, meaning that we don't have to be plugged into shore power to run it. A little bit of storage up here, some magazine, DVD racks and stuff. We've got our two-way fridge over here. This is AC and gas. Nice size fridge too, look at that. Good deal. I mean, look how new this thing is. It doesn't even have like food stains or anything in it. Usually when you open up a used camper fridge, there's like crap in it. This one's, I haven't even cleaned inside here. Looks like it ain't even been used. But anyways, here's our dry bath. Dry bath means that you don't shower with the toilet. It's all separated. Let me show you what kind of room we got going on in here. So I'll close the door. Actually, I want to leave it open so I can hold the camera further away. All right, so this is the door open. I'm sitting here, got my armrest for my throne, got a little backrest up against the wall. I don't know if you're a rester or a huncher, you know, that's two different styles there. But anyways, you can actually sit down and wash your hands from here if you know, don't want to get up. But right here, we got the shower. Now I would remove this rod if I was actually going to shower in here, but you got plenty of head space and plenty of shoulder space. I could definitely, you know, make this work, and I have actually because I had one. But some countertop space over here for everybody with their hair dryers and you know, straighteners, stuff like that, curlers. Storage, pull out drawer, storage. And I won't even charge you extra for the toilet paper. Oh, also there is a 12 volt vent in here, so you can air her out. Queen size mattress. It is true queen size. It is 60 by 80 inches. Some shelf space. You can remove these shelves too if you don't need them. Closet over here on the right. Clothes rod up top. Little cubby hole up top there. Flip up drawer. And what I like about the 975 is not only do you have a 110 outlet over there, you also have one right over here along with a couple of USBs and 12 volt outlet. So that's you know, handy for my CPAP users or people that want to charge their phones without, you know, running cables behind their you know, significant other. Okay, we've made it to the outside. Okay, so on the front here we got our TPO nose cap. Look how durable that is. You're not going to damage that. So the purpose for this is so you don't have that laminate fiberglass on the front like a lot of other manufacturers have. those tend to delaminate over time where these can't. And then rock chips, that hits it, you don't have spider cracking like you would if you had a laminate front. So that's kind of the purpose for that whole front cap right there. We got our dual pane windows. Like I said, these guys are usable too. All electric jacks around all 4 corners. These are the happy jacks. There is a manual override if you know, forget to turn something off inside and come out here a month later and your batteries are dead. You can manually crank it by deactivating the motor here, or use the happy jack supplied adapter to shove in there and drill it up and down. And then since I, you know, recommend these for fat butts, we already got the swing out brackets so you can park right underneath there. That's the Lance proprietary plug that we install for you here. Okay, in this slide out, we've got our battery compartment. 2 lithium batteries with it. Oh shit. Sorry for the cuss word there. Daggone wasp flew out at me. Oh shoot, he's still there. I'm gonna get your ass. Off camera elimination. Okay, I think we're safe now. So that's about $2,600 worth of batteries. That's what they charge you through the factory anyways. They are 100 amp hour a piece batteries. Can't believe we already got wasps flying around right now. Anytime it gets above 70 degrees, it's gonna happen, huh? All right, down here, it's locked. Hang on. All right, I unlocked her. Sorry for the cursing earlier, but them little wasps, them little red ones, they're little peckerheads. I don't like them. Liquid waste, body waste. All right, so we got the freshwater tank down here, which is 45 gallon. Liquid waste, we're gonna be 30 gallon, and body waste, we're gonna be 26 gallon, which that's gray and that's black. So gray tank 30, black tank 26. Water tank, fresh water on board that you can carry with you, 45. Cold and hot water lines. Oh, daggum, there's another one hiding from me right there. These little guys are just looking for a new home, ain't they? He's hiding. He's seen what happened to his buddy. Off, on. Battery disconnect. I'm keeping an eye on him too. Outdoor shower. And then we got our park and satellite connections. Close him back in there. I'm going to take care of him once I shut this camera off. All right. We're at the back end. This is the really cool part right here. They got so much in such a little space right here going on. All right, so we got the let's see, automatic awning here on the rear. You just hold a button, it extends itself, then you got a light switch at the very end of it. Makes for a good time. We got our, holy crap, that's locked. All right, so back here, this bumper, this is called the ultraDECK. This is about a $3,500 bumper. This is an added option through the factory. So if you don't get this option, it's just a standard little bumper here, comes out about this far, and you shove your sewer pipe in it. But if you like to spend some money and got an extra 3,500 bucks burning a hole in your pocket, you get this. But you know, when it's brand new and you got the retail at you know, like 80, what's 83, right? So this one right here, compartment, big compartment that slides in, compartment. None of these are dry boxes. You know, it will allow water in, so you don't put anything back here that you don't want to get wet. But I found it was a good place to store like my water hoses, my black water hose, my sewer hose, stuff like, you know, stuff like that that you don't care to get wet. Let me unlock this little feller here. This is your pegboard storage door. This is another good spot to hang up your fishing tackle, your fishing rods, or your tools. And then, you know, you can get creative with it too and pick what you want to do with it. But it is a massive storage door. Really like that. Onboard generator, it's an Onan 2500 LP. Runs off the propane. Here on the side, we got our automatic awning there. That is got auto wind sensing added to it. So if it gets too windy, it's going to roll itself back in. Also has a nice LED light strip at the end of it. The acrylic dual pane windows. I bet you there's one hanging out in here too. Oh yeah, right there. I see you, little man. All right. Seems like this part of the lot always gets the most wasp. That's why I tend to like to keep my campers over there. But anyways, you got 2 onboard 20-pound propane tanks. Down below, we're going to close. He's hiding too. They know what's up. They know what's going on. Down here, we got us a storage door. A little bit of storage underneath there. I heard that if you hold your breath, they won't sting you. Anybody know if that's true or not? External hand warmer for our Truma Vario heat furnace. We got us a, let's see, bypass valve. This is where you winterize. So you got 2 bypass valves, one here, one in the front of the camper that I'll show you here in a second. Water pump, ducted heat. This is where you fill your freshwater tank. This right here. Look at me being cautious now, waiting on something to fly out. This is our on-demand Truma AquaGo tankless water heater. So this runs off gas, and literally when you turn it on, you turn the sink on, you got water within 15 seconds, and you got it after that. It's like nearly instant. Okay, that one's locked. You don't need to see back there. All it is the back side of this, and there's a bypass switch behind it. That's pretty much it. Let's climb up on the roof. Okay, so here we are on the roof. I don't know why I said it like that. I gave it a little roof, kind of like a dog barking. But we got the 2 100-watt solar panels, skylight. You may see something missing right here. This is your cell phone booster. They always fly off. I don't know why. It's a waste of 1,300 bucks or 1,200, whatever it was. I'm not going to be replacing that because it'll fly off when you take it down the road. I mean, I guess I would replace it if you want to pay for another one and us install it. But back here, we got the Lance load rack system. It's rated for 500 pounds. Looks like he lost the caps on both sides because there's cardboard covering the ends. But we can get caps, that's no big deal. I'm talking about these little guys right here. But yeah, so rated for 500 pounds, Lance load rack system, that's an added option. Maggie rack is an added option. The slide toppers is an added option. And then both of those solar panels are optional. All right. All right, everybody, I hope you enjoyed the video. I know I enjoyed making it. It is warming up out here, but it's not too hot. But yeah, that was the 2024 Lance 975 that we received on trade right behind me here. Big old girl. Got the side slide, got the dry bath, generator, ultraDECK. This thing's loaded. Both solar panels, lithium batteries. This one's ready to boondock, literally. Take it anywhere, camp anywhere. All you gotta have is 52.9 and it's yours. All right, so like I said, this one comes in around that 4,200 pound range, which makes it ideal for a long bed dually. So that could be, you know, Chevy, GMC, Ford, Ram. We see more of these going out on Fords. They've tended to have the highest payload, I guess, and that's what customers have been bringing a lot of through here. So that might give you an idea on what truck to look for. I don't get paid for many of them. I don't get paid to sell them, so I don't care what you bring in as far as truck wise. Look at this. Look at that. You just tried to hunt me out right there. I mean, I do have a Ford over there, but I like my Toyota Tundra better. They just don't make a truck big enough to haul anything like this. So anyways, yeah, I have no preference, but Ford, these always tend to work the best on. Let's see, what else do you need to know? I will be doing a video on this one behind me here pretty soon. This is a used 1172 that we got in, 2022 model. And then I also want to get a video on this 2445 travel trailer going. I just got to get the time to do it. Thankfully, you YouTube people, y'all keep me busy. I love you. Thank you so much. Anyways, yeah, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Hit that like button. Lets YouTube know that I might know what I'm talking about. Might be enjoyable to watch. And then you can comment below. You can call me at 423-892-6272 if this is up your alley right here, or you know, anything else. I got a lot full of campers here. I got something for you. But yeah, 423-892-6272. My name's Brad, over here at Chattanooga Fish-n-Fun in Hixson, Tennessee, right on the outskirts of Chattanooga. We'd love to see you. I get people from all over every week. Last week I had 5 campers go out. I think, you know, they were from all over the place. Yeah, anyways, 423-892-6272. Y'all take care. Have a great day. It was my pleasure walking through this with you today, and I'll see you on the next one.